How did my daughter react when she found out boys don't get cramps? Okay, so my daughter is 10, which means she's currently in that phase where she's discovering new facts about the world and reacting to them like she's uncovering a government conspiracy. The other day, I'm on the couch with a heating pad because cramps decided to show up like uninvited guests. My daughter walks in, sees me curled up like a shrimp, and goes, "Mom, are you dying?" I say, "No, honey, just cramps." She thinks about that for a second. Then she asks the question that started the entire situation. Do boys get cramps too? Now, I should have lied. I should have said yes. I should have protected the peace. But instead I said, "No, boys don't get these kinds of cramps." She freezes, like completely still. Then she slowly turns her head toward the kitchen, where her older brother is peacefully eating cereal and living his best life. And she goes, "Wait, pause, wait." She storms into the kitchen like a tiny lawyer preparing a lawsuit. "Jason, is it true you don't get cramps?" My son, who has no idea he's about to be put on trial, shrugs and says, "I guess not." My daughter looks at him like he just admitted to tax fraud. "So let me get this straight," she says. "Mom has cramps every month, and you just exist?" He's confused. I'm trying not to laugh. He says, "Yeah? Big mistake." My daughter slams her hands on the table. "That is the most unfair system I've ever heard in my life." She turns to me. "Mom, who designed this?" "Because I'd like to speak to management." I say, "Sweetie, that's just how bodies work." She shakes her head. "No, no, no, no. That's suspicious." Then she points at her brother. "So you don't get cramps, but you also eat twice as much food, and somehow you still have energy?" He slowly lowers his cereal spoon like he's realizing he's in danger. She keeps going. "And when you're grumpy, everyone says he's just hungry." Then she points at me dramatically. "But when Mom is grumpy, everyone says she's emotional." Even my husband looks up from his phone like, she might have a point. My daughter crosses her arms. "So boys don't get cramps, don't have to deal with periods, and they still complain about doing the dishes?" She looks at her brother again. "You people are living life on easy mode." My son just quietly keeps eating cereal because he knows there's no winning this argument. Then she walks over to the couch and sits next to me. Very serious. "Mom, I think women deserve extra snacks." I say, "I agree." She nods like she just solved world inequality. Then she stands up, marches back into the kitchen, grabs 2 cookies and hands me one. "Here," she says. "For pain management." My husband goes, "Hey, what about me?" And my daughter looks at him and says, "Dad, you don't get cramps. You'll survive." Then she walks away eating the second cookie like she just passed a new law.